Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a video of some thrifting that I was doing. A couple different thrift shops. This one had the tailwinds for $5. I've been looking for these in my size for a while now. Dudes, not this colorway, but that model in particular. I love those shoes. Some of you like older sneakerheads from 2000 would recognize those shoes for sure. But this place did not have anything. I mean, it was like super dingy. As soon as I walked out of this thrift shop, I literally had to wash my hands, and I always bring hand sanitizer because, man, stinky sneakers are nothing to be messing with as far as I'm concerned. But then I went over to this other one, this Plato's Closet, and it was like a gold mine. They had so many sneakers at this place. Prices vary. These are interesting. 180 Forces. These look like replicas, honestly, or something. Obviously, the soles aren't the same. But this might have been like a hybrid thing that Nike did. I honestly don't know. I've never seen them. I'm a fan of the 180s, though. But the 180s have 180 bubble, not a Nike skateboard sole. Anyway, they had a whole bunch of just random stuff here. Some Pumas and some random Nikes and whatnot. Some of them were in really good shape. Some of them were really beat to heck. But it was kind of fun to see. I moved away from the other Plato's Closet that I used to go to all the time, which is probably the better one. That's the one I found my Air Jordan 11 GS anniversaries with the Jumpman on them, which is super crazy, and nobody's ever seen those ones because they never made them with the Jumpman on them. And I got those ones for $20 because that one, the other one was actually next to Nike headquarters. This one's further out, but closer to where I live now. And you can see they had some gloves here and $35 on those. And you can see there's a lot of traction on the soles. They're a little beat, but all in all, like, $35. I'm like, dang, that's actually not a bad price. But this is a place I'm going to go back to and frequent, so hopefully you guys like the video. And I always like to go thrifting and stuff, so it's always fun to see what some of these stores have for us. And some people didn't really like the format. I saw a couple comments in the previous videos. They're like, you just take pictures of everything. Why don't you film everything? I don't film for a couple of reasons. One, it's uncomfortable as hell. I'm not going to walk around the store, talk to myself, and film. There's a lot of people usually around, and that's not my style. I don't knock people that can do that, because good for you guys if you can. That's just totally not my style. Also, if I film somebody, these things are pretty rad too. You can see the Medidas logo on it. If I do film somebody in the backdrop, my luck is, the way with my channel goes, somebody will see the video and be like, hey, I didn't give him permission to use my face in that video, and then they'll flag the video and I'll get a strike. And that's just the way my luck goes for this YouTube channel. So I've definitely stayed away from doing that. It's not something I want to do. These look like Chucks, but they're not. They're a different brand. I can't remember the name of this brand. $12 though for those. And yeah. And then they have these Adidas. These are like some street ball Adidas I remember from back in the day, I think. I actually had a pair and I actually really liked them, but I don't know if they were these exact ones or if they're ones similar with the way that the lacing system kind of worked out, the plastic part of it. But studded Air Forces, or studded, not Air Forces, but just some Air Force One lights. Interesting. They look definitely totally different, but soles are the same, as you can see. And then these Air Force Ones looked really nice. The materials on here, definitely some nice suede action going on here. And you can see leather lined and everything. Kind of crazy. I mean, considering $25, but they're kind of beat, as you could have seen right there. And these ones, again, more just beat up pairs. But these ones were $20. So the price points at this store haven't gone too crazy. Sometimes they'll be up at like $60, and some of the shoes I think might be that much, but I guess we'll see. Some more Air Force Ones, kind of some neat colors on there and materials. And then we have some other. These look like Vandals or something almost, but they're Air Force Ones, the high straps, but they don't have the strap on them, as you can see. And then just some random Frees. I think these are Frees. I'm so bad at this stuff. I hate to even mention them because you guys are like, those aren't what those are. These look like some like high-end Under Armours, actually. The materials look pretty nice. I haven't seen anything like these ones before, but they look kind of cool. Look at the soles. Pretty rad soles on these things as well. And then a super fuzzy pic for you guys of some shoes that you won't know because both pictures are fuzzy. Man, I gotta like work on my focus skills. Apologize for all the fuzzy pictures, but sometimes it happens like that, man. I'm running through as quick as I can, and the wife did not want to stop here. Like, This was I went to visit my buddy's toy store, and then after we left, I was like, "Can we please stop in to Plato's Closet?" We saw like right next to here, and she's like, "Fine," and she just wasn't feeling very well, and obviously the wife's pregnant, so if the pregnant wife isn't feeling well, you don't stop. But I was like, "But I gotta do it for the YouTube channel, for the YouTube people out there. I'm sure that they'll have something in here that they'll want to see." And so this is for you guys. So I apologize for some of the fuzzy pictures because I didn't realize there was going to be so many shoes to take pictures of. So I was just running around as quick as I can, snapping some pics. But some random shoes here and there that I'm showing you guys. Nothing too crazy, nothing too much heat. But there is a couple cool ones that I'll show you coming up. Some Sambas. Those are like my brother's favorite shoes. He loves those things. Super comfortable, like just indoor soccer shoes or whatever. These Stan Smiths were pretty crazy. Check out the horsehair on the back. I was like, whoa, I've never seen that. I think these ones are actually ones that you design yourself. But look at that crazy, like Sasquatchy looking back end there. And you can see the Stan Smith there. And then it says the me. So I'm assuming that's the My Adidas or my Adidas. $40. I was like, dang, man, they recognize the premium on them. And then they had these. And this is the one where I'm like, I almost wanted these ones. But they were like worn a bit. And $45 is a pretty good price. But I already actually have those ones. And that's less than I paid for them myself. So definitely a good price for anybody that was actually looking for them. And just showing you guys a couple of overview shots of what I'm like sifting through. So a lot of times when I'm thrifting, you really have to have a keen eye. And you go in and you really have to like look through all the garbage because there's a lot of crap everywhere. So trying to find something like a couple gems and diamonds in the rough, it's difficult sometimes. You have to just take one pass through and then go back and make another pass through. These ones I thought were kind of interesting with that Laker colored Nike kind of sewn on the back. And then they had these Nike Dunks. I liked actually the colorways of these ones right here. The black and the grays and the red. And then Go Beeves, the orange kind of variation of I think those are Pegasus. All white Air Force Ones, can never go wrong with those. And then they had some like linen like looking Air Force Ones. I wonder if linen's ever going to make a comeback, dude. When I was like 20, I loved linen shirts. I don't know why. I thought linen shirts were so rad. Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever make a real strong comeback. Linen pants next summer. It's going to be all the rage, I bet. I don't know. We'll see about that. Some Chucks, $25, and then some Air Max bubbles back here. Do you guys remember the Air Max Burst? I used to have a couple pairs of those, and it's like it's a shoe that I want to come back for sure because they're dope. Some random Adidas women's shoes, and I ran through the women's section as well. They also had some other random looking ones like these, and I didn't know if they were samples or not. Sometimes I run into a lot of samples. This time I don't think I did. These ones are brand new though for $30. And then these Air Force Ones look like some Spider-Man Air Force Ones with some stitching on them and interesting patterns on those. And then these are the ones I don't know. It says Air Max on the thing, but I remember these. The cool gray. It says Air Max 2s, if that's actually what they're called. I don't remember. But I do remember the window bubble on the bottom, and that kind of genre was dope to me. Some Solar Softs. I do have a pair of those in men's, the all black ones. And then they also have some free 5.0s with that crazy kind of print that I always see at the Nike outlets and whatnot. Some interesting looking Adidas again, just nothing too crazy, but just really weird patterns. And just wrapping it up, there's just a couple more women's shoes that I was just looking at here and there. And so those are only $14. But that's pretty much it. It's kind of a long video, but if you guys like these videos, again, leave some comments, let me know. Let me know if you found anything at your local thrift shop as well. If you found anything dope, I always like to hear about it. Have a good one, though. We'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.